Making a video is hard, but making a video of a video, now that's next level. Welcome to my life as an aspiring content creator. Watch as I document my content process over the span of a week. All right, enough narration. Let's get to the sauce. All right, are we rolling? I think we're rolling. What's up, everybody? Real quick, the reason I'm wearing this, I just got back from my workout and thought that I should film this video real quick. How are you doing? Are you doing okay? I hope you are. So today is Friday. Just wrapped up work, and then I had dinner, went to the gym, and I thought about this idea of essentially documenting my process of my weekend and what it looks like as a content creator and how I plan my content. But I want to walk you through my process as is happening. Tomorrow I have a video going out, and that is the desk setup tour. By the time that you're seeing this though, that's already gonna be published. Sunday, January 12th, I'm gonna film my slow Sunday reset, preparing for the week video. And throughout that week, I'm gonna document my process of me working on that video, getting it prepped for YouTube. That's the timeline that we're working with. So this is day one, informing you of the timeline. I'm gonna pass this off to Future Wen, and he's gonna be able to give you a little bit more insight on to the next plan. Take it away, Future Wen. Thanks, Past Wen. All right, what's up? Good morning. It is the Future Wen. Today is January 11th, 10:22 a.m. Let me just adjust that. Boom. So right now, I'm just double checking the video that's about to upload in 8 minutes. So before we start, as you know, it's true, the iced Americano, 2 big cubes. You know how we do. That's so freaking good. Title's looking good. Description is looking good. Good. Thumbnail looks good. Tags look good. My dad just sent me a text from where he lives, and look how snowy that is. It is chilly. It is chilly. So hitting publish always feels so good. You spend, hours thinking of an idea, hours filming, hours editing, hours designing thumbnail, and then it's live. It's out there. It's in the wild. It's no longer mine. All right, the video is live. Let's see.
Are we rolling? All right, I think we're rolling this time. My mic wasn't turned on before, but we're all good now.
That is crazy. 7 people are spending their Saturday morning with me watching my YouTube video. That's insane. You're so cool. And there we go. Awesome. Looks like the video did pretty decent. If you join us this Saturday morning on January 11th watching this video, really appreciate you. I've got some things I got to do today, and so we will check back later tonight. I'm gonna walk you through the planning for tomorrow's video, and then we'll go from there. All right, I'm gonna pass this off to Future Wen.
What's up? It's Future Wen. I hope you had a great day, Past Wen. That seemed like a pretty fun day. Tomorrow I'm going to be filming my Sunday reset video, and I'm just kind of making sure that I have a checklist of things prepared, of things I want to make sure that I capture for tomorrow so that we can have a successful shoot. Alrighty, I think I have my checklist of the things that I want to capture tomorrow. So I need to charge these batteries to make sure that I can vlog all day without any hiccups. I need to make sure that there's enough storage on this SD card, since it's going to be pretty much an all-day shoot. The hardest part is gonna be just getting started, because it's gonna be I typically get up pretty early on Sundays, even though it's the weekend, and I think that's all the preparation we need, just making it super easy to just start. I'm gonna plant the camera literally right next to my bed, just so that it's in my brain. I'm ready to hit record. All right, off to you, Future Wen. All right, so this was a very early Sunday morning. You can see me prepping the scene, getting the lighting ready, preparing for that crispy shot, which you will see in a moment. So we have that light here, and then we have a practical light here. Here is just a little bit of what goes on in the background that you don't see to get that beautiful creamy shot. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. It took a lot of work. Here is the side-by-side comparison. And listen, it was tough. I didn't know exactly what it was gonna look like, but I'm so
glad that it looked the way that it did. And by the way, the video is out now, so you can of course go see that. It was a little bit tough trying to filming myself. It's like this videoception, but it was really cool because I wanted you to see how I'm setting up these shots. And listen, it's not always glamorous, and it doesn't always look glamorous, especially when you're filming on the phone. But now listen, I don't just go into these shots and just hope for the best. Sometimes I do, to be honest, but most of the time I already have an idea of what it looks like. So it's a key to have a vision. It's kind of funny. I feel like I'm doing a vlog within a vlog. Just getting some of the shots set up. It's a little tough right now because slowly waking up still. Like, oh my god, sorry, I did not know how this was actually going to look. I mean, it's a very dark environment, so I honestly just have my fingers crossed. But look, it turned out great. I mean, I think it looks great, at least. Obviously you can't really see my face great, but I just had one light. I didn't want to set it up too much, but I love the colors. I didn't even adjust the settings when I put the camera literally in a different lighting scenario in the washing machine, but it turned out great. This shot was nothing crazy. I just set my camera up and did a like quick time lapse. It's actually just a video that I sped up to 1000%, and then here's a video of me making the video and you listening to the narration of that video. If you've seen the video, you know that I'm heading to brunch, so obviously I didn't film myself filming too much because I mean that would be kind of weird, right? So I just captured clips. I didn't put too much thought into them. Just if I saw something cool, I filmed it, and I think that's important. Not everything that you film has to have a purpose per se. Again, it's more about the story and how you tell it. And even if the clip doesn't work, like look, I have this shaky footage, but I made it work. It doesn't matter, it's how you tell the story. All right, bringing us from the weekend high to the reality, aka time to head to work. This is me getting ready. I'm so tired. The audio was really bad, but essentially it's just me saying that I'm tired, I'm gonna head to work, and then I will edit the Sunday reset video when I'm back, if I have energy. All right, beautiful people, so I did some gaming, and now I'm back. Now I'm gonna lock in for a few minutes. So we have the Premiere Project Pro file open, very bare as you can see, but we're about to drop those files in. So I created a folder within my project so that everything can be organized. This is gonna be just a super rough cut. I'm not even gonna be able to get through it because I gotta get to bed. You don't have to do everything one day, so that's what I'm doing right now, is just gonna spend a few minutes putting it together. Small efforts made consistently, so we're just chipping at it every day, little by little. All right, editing, the most daunting part of the process of creating content. The first thing that I do to create content is I lay out all my footage in chronological order of when they were shot, and I do one pass through just to make sure that it looks good, and then I do a second pass through where I actually start to shape the story, because as you might know, not everything that I film towards the end of the day is going to be used at the end of the day. Maybe I move it to the front, and on the third pass is when you'll add those finite details, music, text effects, awesome graphics, other random cool things, whatever else you want to add. Also, I didn't spend a ton of time on this particular day editing. I just spent 20 minutes, and I think that's the whole point, is you don't have to do everything in one day. Ideally, you allocate some time so that you're not doing this all in one day, because that will lead to burnout, my friend. And we want to be here for a long time and not a short time. Okay, it is June 16th. I've not been doing very well at every single day, so I'm gonna spend some time right now, and hopefully I can get a big chunk of it. And then after work tomorrow, I can hopefully wrap it up and do some potentially thumbnail work. I don't know if we're gonna get that far, but we'll see. So right now, just gonna grind. Look at that cool clip you got. All right, it's 5:45 p.m. on a Friday. I'm gonna lock in on some editing just real quick. I've got the structure down from yesterday, so now I'm just gonna really go in and add those nice finite details that make it just pop. Look at me locking in with the iPad that I bought a long time ago for a specific purpose and then never used, and then I started creating content, so it kind of started becoming useful again. Woo! Speaking of details, you see me creating these fun little animations and graphics that I put right here, which you can see in the beginning of the video. Now these are just PNGs. I just draw them and then I make it a transparent file, and then that way I'm able to add it to the video really easily. This is just a fun way to introduce a little bit of like unique practice and personality. Since you can't recreate this font, you can't recreate this writing because it was done by me and me only, period. And why am I in a dress shirt doing this? Because I literally came straight home from work and got to the grind. And I was just too lazy to change out my shirt. All right, just about to hit record, export. It's actually Saturday. I had to make some final touches on the video before I render it out because, you know, I like things to look good. And now it is rendering. I wonder how long this is gonna take. After this renders, we're gonna create a thumbnail, but I have to go run a quick errand, so that'll be in a little bit, so stay tuned. I wasn't able to film everything, so I'm kind of going back and diving into some of the days that I missed. We're gonna talk about thumbnail and everything that I do before I hit public. When I'm creating a thumbnail, the first thing that I think about is what is the person on their phone going to see first. Usually it's two things: the facial reaction of the person. So I'll go look through my video and find a moment where I feel like my facial expression was maybe a bit more intriguing. And then also environment too. I think environment plays a strong factor, because if I have this, like, you know, crazy reaction but my face is like this, you know, it's not like super interesting. Those two things can single-handedly communicate what your video is about. And then bonus is the text that you choose to display on your video, because people will typically read the text on your thumbnails before they read the titles. And that's if the other two things were interesting in the first place. So here's the first option that I had. And I really like this one because it's kind of like caught in the moment. And this video is about, you know, Sunday reset, me doing chores and taking care of the home. And so I liked what this communicated. But what I didn't like was that you couldn't really see my face. I submitted these two thumbnails actually as a test, because on YouTube you can actually submit up to 3 thumbnails to run, and YouTube will actually pick the thumbnail they think is the best. Here's the second one that I created. Now, I really like this one because I'm looking straight down at the camera. People are drawn to eyes, so people would naturally look in the direction of my face. And then my environment too, like you can tell them, you know, at my dining table, you can see the plants, you can see the lights, you can see the window, and then you can see the text. So I think it's a visually interesting image overall. Also, your text is important too, right? It should kind of be like a little teaser to your title. It shouldn't be this exact same thing as your title, but it should be, okay, if they had like 3-4 words, what should they know? But there's still something missing, and that was the wow factor. I came up with these 3 additional thumbnails, and I wanted to make it clear that, hey, this video is a vlog. The environment is still there, my face is still there. What's changed now is the context of my text. I didn't show this before I uploaded the video, but I want to talk about everything that I do before I actually hit upload. Let's start with the title. When I'm coming up with a title, the first thing I try to think about is, okay, what do I want people to know? And then the second thing I'll do is I will go and research and see what other people have done and see what was successful and what wasn't. And I'll take from that and try to create a variation or a mix of those. Moving on, we have the description. Usually I'll put a short description of the video, my timestamps. Timestamps are I think key too, because the words that you include in there are gonna be keywords that can help YouTube better understand what your video is about. Okay, moving next to the video tags. When I'm thinking about what tags to include, first thing that I do is I put tags that are like obviously related to the video, like morning routine, daily life, but then I'll also do things like how to film yourself, or productivity, or daily vlog. Things that are not necessarily exactly the topic of the video, but it is still related. The second thing that I do is, using that free plugin, I will go to other people with similar videos and see what tags they're using, and I would input that in here as well. That's everything that I did to create this video, which you should go watch, by the way, because I spent a lot of time on it. All right, I'm gonna pass it to Outro Wen to give you the final thoughts. Outro Wen here. Alright, you watched the video, you saw my process for how I film my Sunday reset video, and look, the process, it wasn't perfect, but I hope by seeing my process, you're able to see what it looks like to upload and film and work and manage life, and how it weaves into my day-to-day activities. The biggest takeaway is that planning is very crucial into making this all work. Don't get me wrong, I am not perfect at this. I don't want to portray that I am just this person that has flawless planning. I am not. That is not me. But I'm telling you, as I'm telling myself, that in order to have consistency, in order to be able to create content in the way that you envision, you need to plan. Otherwise, if you just rely on yourself on the whim, you're gonna find yourself in moments where you might not even feel motivated, where you don't even know what to do. And so planning can really help minimize or reduce those kind of like hurdles that you may face when creating content. The next thing is just committing to the plan, executing on the plan, and staying consistent. To be honest, I didn't exactly edit every single day like I wanted to. I got caught up in work, I got caught up in life, but I have already mentally allocated that time. And so it's really important to be and try to be intentional with your time. One thing that I didn't include in this video is I am somebody who struggles with quality and quantity. I want to be consistent, but sometimes my perfection prevents me from taking action. And I did face that a little bit in my Sunday reset video because I put a little bit more effort, a little bit more editing, a little bit more thought into how I wanted to construct the video. So naturally, I'm a little bit more invested than maybe just a simple talking head where I just hit record. If the story is there, all these extra little elements that, people may or may not notice, I think in the grand scheme might not be the most important thing ever. Now, I'm not saying don't have a unique style and don't put effort if that's something you enjoy. If you enjoy it, do it. But you need to have a balance. If it is literally preventing you from making that upload, then you need to create kind of like that boundary where, okay, if I don't do this, I'm gonna upload no matter what. Anyway, that's just my little tangent. Thank you again for watching this video, taking a peek at my life as a content creator. It's not always super glamorous, but it's fun. The process, it's the journey. This journey is really fun. If you could, drop a like, subscribe, comment, share, you know the drill. All right, I'm gonna pass this off to the next future Wen. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.